certainly will not be choosing people to date that work under me. Let me just say that. I think that what citizens are really, really concerned about is if you chose to have inappropriate contact with employees. I mean, there's nothing that I can say on it other than it is distracting. It is certainly inappropriate for the #1 law enforcement officer in this state.
The people of Fulton County deserve the very best, because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees, because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children.
A few moments later.
This hour, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and one of her top prosecutors in the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump are headed to court.
These two have been subpoenaed to testify now at an upcoming evidentiary hearing. That hearing will examine the allegations that the two, Fani Willis and the prosecutor, were involved in an improper relationship while investigating the former president. ABC News investigative reporter Olivia Rubin is following this. Olivia, obviously, this is not an investigation into the propriety of the relationship, but whether public funds were diverted, whether it impacted this case. What's the latest here?
Exactly, Terry. Sources I have spoken to, down in Fulton County, all say it comes down to the money. Were they involved in a relationship? And that's why he was paid over $650,000, which allegedly in turn benefited her as he allegedly took her on vacations. And so all of that is going to be the subject, Terry, of a hearing in about 2 weeks where the judge overseeing the case is going to examine these allegations. And the development today is that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade have now both been subpoenaed by the co-defendant Michael Roman, who lobbed these allegations. And what it really does is sort of put another bad day in Fulton County DA's office, because Fani Willis is now facing the possibility of having to get up, take the stand, answer questions under oath about these misconduct allegations during a live televised hearing. So it's a lot of pressure to put on her, a lot of pressure to put on Nathan Wade. We don't know if Fani Willis will fight the subpoena. It's expected that she might, like she did in another instance in the divorce case of her prosecutor. But also, Terry, remember, ABC News also has some exclusive reporting here that there were approximately a dozen other subpoenas issued for that hearing, multiple to members of the DA's office. So really, what this does is put into perspective what this February 15th hearing is going to look like. And if you ask Ashley Merchant, who's Mike Roman's attorney, who issued all of these subpoenas, it's going to be one after the other individuals getting up on that witness stand and speaking to what they know, if anything, about these allegations.
Wow.
That was a lot. We're going to keep up with that. All the trials going on today. All right, Olivia Rubin, thank you so
guys.
much.
So if you guys didn't already know, Fani Willis has admitted to getting her cheeks clapped by her special prosecutor, Nathan Wade. And if you guys don't know who Nathan Wade is with all this talk going on here, Nathan Wade was who she hired to be the special prosecutor for the issue with Trump supposedly trying to overthrow the election results back in 2020. And he was hired for that. And the issue with that a lot of people, legal, especially within the city of Atlanta, attorneys, judges, whatever have you, they're all vying to escalate the ladder, and it all goes into politics as well. So they're saying that this gentleman, Nathan Wade, wasn't even qualified for the position to begin with. He was a lower court judge, if you will. He was a lower level crime judge, to be exact. He was a prosecutor at one point, and as I said, the judge for Cobb County, but he hasn't really had any major cases. Most of his was personal injury and small time crime. So you have other attorneys that may have prosecutor background that have prosecuted several cases that feel like they definitely qualified for this high profile case, but she hired him with such little assistance. I believe he was a judge for 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, there in Cobb County. So the thing about this is, you guys saw the first few clips, and obviously those didn't age too well. This woman, when she was trying to get the DA position of Fulton County, she was talking about her opponent basically sleeping with his subordinates, his employees, and she's saying that that's something that she wouldn't do. But here she is getting her cheeks clapped by this man and having to admit to it after all this stuff going on, because people were saying, well, she might not, she's trying to fight and try not to testify, but it comes out it's too much stuff against you at the end of the day. But what she's trying to say is that when she hired this young man, Nathan Wade, it was before they even had a personal relationship, which at the end of the day, it still doesn't make it any better. He was assigned, he's made well over $500,000, $654,000 to be exact, which is obviously, they're going to look into some things. They're going to find it. They're going to do some investigating and find that maybe he has spent X amount of dollars on you. I mean, it would only make sense. You're doing somebody a favor, quid pro quo, if you will. You clap these cheeks, $654,000. Any man or woman, and this is the way this world is, guys, would be grateful in this situation. And they married or not, they may end up, and that's the other thing about it. This guy is married, and I think he's going through divorce proceedings. But this is one of those things where it's just like, this is a lot of money. Not to say that very successful lawyers can't make that amount or more, depending on the field that you're in. But obviously he took it high profile. Obviously, most attorneys, district attorneys, whatever have you, solicitors, ultimately they want to get involved in politics. And him being unqualified, really, from what his peers are saying, and being placed on such a case as far as prosecuting Trump, that's definitely something big. It's nothing to scoff at. But she wanted the whole thing dismissed, saying that there was no validity to it. 2022, he was put on. Their relationship happened after this, so there's no validity to it. You can't even link them together. So that's one of the things that she's saying. But I want to know what Buddy has to say when he comes out, because this could ruin both of their careers at the end of the day. This scandal of sorts. Because you can't say you're sleeping with employees and there's no favoritism or other things going on, especially when you have the ability to make or break someone's career when it comes to things like this. Especially Fani is well known for prosecuting the YSL Young Thug situation with these charges as a gang enterprise.
It is our allegation that they operated as a criminal street gang and commenced to do havoc in our community. That havoc includes crimes of violence, crimes of thefts, crimes involving drugs. I've made no secret about it, nor any apology, that as the district attorney of Fulton County, my #1 focus is targeting gangs. And there's a reason for that. They are committing conservatively 75 to 80% of all of the violent crime that we are seeing within our community. And so they have to be rooted out of our community. I said just a week or two ago, it does not matter what your notoriety is, what your fame is. If you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you are going to become a target.
So she's got that going on. So she's had a lot of eyes on her with this as well. But this being another one of those things, baby, this misconduct, if you will, favoritism, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this situation right here? Do you think that she has some validity to what she was saying, that this couldn't affect anything? This couldn't affect the job at hand? So there's no favoritism? Well, let me know. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. It helps us support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.